Right, we've got a game against Monkey, Cassidy, Pharah, Brig, and Anna. So we're against all three of the new heroes. We're not against the Kiriko for once. That's kind of strange. Okay, so when we're thinking about the build, which is what we're doing now, we're thinking, okay, Chain Grasp works through Winston Bubble, but we'll have to deal with Giant Anna Sleep later on, and there's a Cassidy that can stun us. Phantasm, same thing. We've got to get close, right? It works nice inside the Winston Bubble, but it's not ideal. So we pick Cross Orbal, and that's going to allow us to keep a bit of distance while still being able to utilize an orb build, not have to go for something Grasp. We can't really go for one of the tanky flanky builds because of the Giant Sleep and Cassidy. So yeah, Cross Orb will just make sense. There is another option where you could go multi-ball, but you have to get debuffs round 2. There's no other way to play it, because multi-ball is just terrible. So Winston's also got the item where if they win a round, they get 2,000 cash, so that adds a little incentive to try and win this round. So we bounce the damage orb that way, but we try and flat bounce the heal orb. You're going to see we're going to try and do that a lot, but it does fire quite quick, so it's a bit tricky. They jump up top to try and heal the monkey. Instead, we end up attacking the Pharah just with a grasp. The monkey's very low. We're going to fade into that room. Add a little heal orb. And, yeah, jump in from there. So now we're on the point, trying to heal up the Reaper a little bit. Monkey's in that room. We bounce both orbs into there. Attack the shield, which I'm not sure is a good idea, because Winston might get mitigated cash. So it's some of the differences between, like, regular ranked and stadium. If the shield's doing nothing, should we attack it? Like, you just do it for the sake of it in ranked, right? Just in case someone hides. So we fire both of our orbs there. We fade back. Shouldn't be in any danger immediately, so it'll buy time for our cooldowns to get back up. Now I want to see if we can bounce more orbs out there. So we bounce one, fire one out the doorway, and then bounce one flat to heal teams. But our Ashe does go down to Monkey. He now jumps over towards the Reaper. We're tracking his jump. Just trying to provide some relief there for the Reaper as Anna's sniping us, so we take a little bit of cover. Now we're in the Winston Bubble. We're getting hit, so we have to fade because we can't take another Anna shot. We do actually manage to get the Cassidy down with an orb. That was a skill orb. Yeah, try and heal up the monkey. He did jump away though, so we didn't get that orb. We do have our ultimate though. So we'll try and put some damage out onto the Pharah first of all. Fade in case Anna's going to sleep us. We didn't quite get in time to save Amriel there on Kiriko. Pharah cleans us up on point, but Reaper gets her down instead. So team's on 85%. We're holding this quite well. He's now looking at the objective. Monkey's quite low health there, but Reaper's ahead. We fire the heal orb first this time because, yeah, there's not that much that's going to be done with the damage orb. Because now we fade jump up onto the high ground. There's a Pharah there. Try and target her, but she already gets taken down. We fire the orbs, kind of waste them a bit. Kiriko desperately trying to heal. That should be enough. We don't just want to heal until they're like full health. We just want to heal enough for them to survive. My team takes the first round.
Let's check the standings.
Quite well played. MVP as well. That's always nice. 14k cash. Cross Orbal can get you pretty rich. It's I much prefer being able to stack the same orbs with Phantasm, but we have to get too close against this team. So, what item are we picking here? I already know it's the suspense for you guys. So the thought behind this item, Cyber Venom, is that, yeah, sure, it reduces their healing. But that's not why I'm buying it. I'm buying it because it reduces their cash. Think about it. If we're reducing their heal output, it's going to reduce the amount of like money per heal that the enemy team gets, because they're doing less healing. So I really want this Brig and this Anna to be poorer than us. Now, at the same time, I'm sacrificing my own money because I could get way more ability power. And that would help with both the healing from Cross Orbal and the damage, and I would put out more damage there. Then that also works in that if we're doing less damage, they're getting less heals to do, plus we're reducing the healing. So I thought it would be quite a good idea. We've also looked at the enemy Anna, who has got the giant sleep dart. Remember, Winston didn't get that cash bonus because they lost the first round, which is nice. I didn't see if they still had the item. You can rewind the video if you really care. I don't think any of you do. Someone's going to do it out of spite now, aren't they? But welcome back, you. So, now we jump over onto the point. Use the bounce pads. Don't think we're going to get to Winston in time. We're trying. So, Winston's on us. We fire both of the orbs and try and stay in that zone. Pharah's attacking us. We fade out. Try and survive. Winston jumps around the corner. We have to drop down from the high ground. Bouncing around. Fire the heal orbs. It's not about attacking the Ana there. It's about getting our orb to follow in that direction as Winston pushes out. Kiriko teleports to save us. And also get a kill on the monkey, but Pharah's still there. We're trying to rely on cross-orbal healing, but a Cassidy shot and Pharah cleans us up, and it looks like the enemy team going to take the middle point. Monkey's desperately trying to do what they can since they're already there. Now it's just a regroup. Probably should just go on to the point, but it's fine. Enemy team taking the middle point. Fire one orb when the enemy team's pushing, and the cross-orbal orb back. We tried to get it to bounce back through the choke so that it can heal us. It did make it on the second bounce, but not the first one. Not that it matters because we didn't take any damage, but hey, it's the theory right behind it. And we fade jump up top off the fountain. Alright, but this bubble's causing us a bit of a problem. We can't get to the Kiriko. Luckily, Kiriko has a teleport. We are stunned here, hindered even. Monkey jumps over onto the Ash. It's kind of lucky it's not me because I might be able to do something about the Ash, but if Monkey's on me, I don't know if I've got the cooldown up in time. I tried to escape. Not going to happen. So push into mid, we're going to get our fade up soon, so as long as we don't take crazy damage, we should be okay. Monkey's staying there. We want to always stay active. That's one of the things I always say about Moira. We fade away from that Brig because, yeah, she's a bit scary. We get our point. Now it's time to fight for the middle in this round 2. Fire the damage orb above. We fire the healing orb flat so it bounces back on our side. Get the damage down on the Ash and then try and bait the High Noon out to attack us. We're still trying to do it a little bit. The Brig's a bit isolated, but Pharah comes in. Oh, Monkey's in a bit of trouble. Can we clean up the Pharah? We're going to commit our fade to it. We try and attack it as a Brig there. We bounce both orbs here just to try and survive as long as we can. Brig can put out a load of damage on us. We fake fade her. So look one direction, fade the other direction. Now, yeah, here comes our Kiriko back to the point. We've got numbers here. Monkey is quite weak, so we fade forward. It's a bit risky. But it does mean that they're not going to the point yet. As next, where she is in the bubble right now, though. We fade back with 47 health. Might have to drop off of the high ground again. No, we stay up there. Pharah overcommits over to the Reaper, who uses ultimate. Now is Antidote. Cassidy over onto the point, trying to push out. Winston pushes out. And we take round 2.
Let's check the standings.
Let's see how much money we earned. Oh, the little fade at the end. Dodge the sleep. 12k and 1 for luck. So we get MVP again. That's a nice amount of money. It does mean that we could buy something like liquid nitrogen if we wanted to go double debuffs. We could get... Oh, there's a number of items. I know, again, I played this game. I know what we buy. And it's an item that many of you would buy, but I don't normally buy it like this. I don't like having 2 purples and this bunch of greens when the blues, like the ability power blues, are so cost efficient. You get so much for your buck, right? So right now we're analyzing the money. We're like, hey, look, we've got 2 slots. Liquid nitrogen's an option. So we've got Phantasm and Cross Orbal. Sell Weapon Grease just to have a look at how much cash we've got. It's like we could get a 9 and a 4. If we get a 10, we can then get 2 1.5s, but we've already got Armored Vest. So I mean, it's a bit tricky. So, Lumerico, Extendrils. So Lumerico would give us, it'd work great with Phantasm. We opt for Extendrils, which is the more risky approach. So, Extendrils is going to synergize well with Cyber Venom, simply because it's going to apply more debuffs. They're poorer, we reduce their healing. Great. Lumerico would give us more tankiness and more survivability. So we're going the high risk route. But again, even buying like Lumerico, you go, well, maybe we could just buy a bunch of ability power and ability lifesteal. Like, we'd get huge numbers on there. So instead we're kind of playing for the team and not our own cash generation. And we're hoping that the debuffs will get their supports broke while our Kiriko can earn a decent money. And then we've also got our damage, right? So our damage is pretty good regardless. We take down the Cassidy there. Well, we don't, but we assist it. Anna's trying to run up. We want to take the car route. Try and drop off the orb with Extendrils. Yeah, looks like Kiriko stole that kill. We're making good progress on the bot. So Fade jump up top. Kiriko's crouched, but I'm making a bunch of noise. We bounce the orb to hopefully keep it bouncing down that plane, but it flies off. So now we Fade, leave an orb behind. I'm going to try and heal that monkey there, leave an orb, but we have to Fade not to the point in case monkey jumps that way, so we Fade over to the side. That buys us some time for our cooldowns. The monkey's jumped on top of us, but we've got both of our cooldowns here. Again, we Fade off to the side, buys a bit of time. Coalescence this time is another cooldown. So we attack the monkey, get them down. Pharah's putting aggression on us with the high noon there. It's a little bit problematic. We can try and bait it again with a Fade, but it didn't work. Monkey does get taken down. Gotta watch out, we're gonna get hindered here. We just make it around the corner. Try and drop off an orb before we Fade back. That works. Flat bounce the orbs so that in case anyone pushes that way, it's gonna hit them if they chase us. And now we're taking a lot of damage, so we've got to Fade out. Fade behind cover. Let's wait again for a cooldown. We've got our orb. Fade's coming back up soon. Enemy team's getting a lot of progress on the bot as Winston jumps up for the rest of our team, but we're going to support our Winston in attacking their team, right? So we managed to clean up their tank as our monkey goes ahead. With ultimate, we want to Fade forward to commit to that. The only problem is monkey kind of went off on a little bit of a scenic route. Again, players going up there. I don't know why people don't take the car. You can just jump it. As we drop behind an Extendrils orb, it's hitting the Pharah, I think. She gets really low from it. And we fire an orb. The cross orb, we're doing a little bit of work healing Winston. We can take another Cassidy hit, but as soon as we take one more shot, we've got to Fade. In fact, we've got to Fade a little bit early. Go over towards the Mega. Because now we try it with that dual orb again to get a bit of healing. Brig's on us now. We drop off an orb in her face. Now we're just trying to prevent the bot from moving. We've got a lead, but it's not, you know, we haven't pushed it that far. 31 seconds left. So we just try and delay it a little bit. It could help us out. So done 5k damage, 4k healing, nearly 6k damage. We've got ultimate as well, which does quite a lot when you're on an AP build, even though we're not on a very high AP build at this point. But it will still apply Cyber Venom. Try and fire the orbs into that little area. Again, we can step out in front of the high noon for a little bit. Trying a balance of forcing the enemy team to not commit forward and to try and heal our tank and damage the enemy tank. So 2 supports in that room. They don't get to the bot though. 3-0, 12k, 12k is our total stats at the moment. Pretty balanced, 27 limbs. MVP again. I think Brig would probably be pretty rich if we didn't have Cyber Venom here.
Coming up, it's the payload race.
Guys, in the downtime, do me a big favor and like the video. It really helps me out. Like, it actually does. I know people say this, but it does really help me out. So that'd be greatly appreciated. And obviously, if you want to see more content, there's a subscribe button. Okay, so we've got 14k. 10k and a 4k maybe. We could go for a very inefficient champions kit for the entire 14k, but since we haven't yet bought Nano Cola, there's better ways to do this. Such as Limerico. Now, this way we can get the 15% ability power. We also get armor, which is good because enemy team's going to start to hurt a little bit. That gives us some life restoration. We get smart orbs, which is going to help apply the debuff. There's other options, but smart orbs are pretty good. In fact, they're very good, especially for getting rich and applying debuffs. So the question is, can we just clean sweep them 4-0, or are they going to take back around? They may scale. But the question is, are they too broke at this point?
Victory is in reach. 3, 2, 1.
Right, let's go. Gonna look for that long distance orb. Try and apply a heal, but they're too far away. We follow our heal orb just for a fraction of a second in case we take any more damage. I'm not going to go back for that Ash because Monkey's going forward and they'd just be isolated. By the damage orb and heal orb, getting the bubble, drop off Phantasm orb. Yeah, now we're putting some damage out on them. Brig does get that, so the whip shot there, so Inspire is procced. So again, we're just trying to get those orbs up there to reduce their healing. It's also going to mean another side effect, they're going to get less ult charge. Right? There's a lot of things being done with Cyber Venom. Drop it a bit further forward this time. And each time we fade back, we're getting a bunch of armor. They've made a recent change to the Limerico Fusion Drive where it used to be you'd restore it over 2 seconds. Now it's over 3 seconds. So it means the armor regeneration is a bit slower. But that can be good because sometimes you restore that armor too quickly if you're not taking damage and then you get hit and you don't restore anymore. So now we're kind of dueling the Brig, but help from our Kiriko. It's very valuable. We thought we were on payload duty, but it's actually the wrong payload. Confusing game modes. Okay, so Reaper's going for a little flank. We're within fade distance. Somebody's on the bot. So we damage orb first. Pharah's a bit low here. We're looking up though, so we haven't got vision of everybody. Rally comes in, so we're forced to fade. Drop off the orb. We haven't got ability lifesteal though, but with cross orb we don't really need it. So now Brig's in close. We fade at the same time that the nade comes in, but we're trying to get around the corner to the Mega, and the monkey chases us down with nano boost. Also kills Ash, an enemy team cleaning up here. Still, we do have a payload advantage. Looks like our Reaper and Kiriko are being a little bit sneaky here. I don't want to go slow, so I'm going to go the other way and let them continue their sneak attack. Waiting for the anti to wear off before we fire across orbital, so they'll give us the healing. Drop off an orb next to the Pharah. Pharah's trying to barrage us with the end of it, but doesn't quite connect it. There's now, yeah. Damage orb comes in. It's also going to heal our monkey a little bit. Drop off another orb. Got to watch out for the monkey jump. Cassidy's pretty low. Anna behind us. We've got to somehow dodge these shots. Go on, Reaper, finish her off. Oh, she gets the hit, but again, cross orbital doing major work here. As monkey's over onto the point. Team's going to try and collapse onto the monkey, fire the damage orb, but looks like they might escape. So hey, look, we'll do our little bit of payload duty before we move forward. Fire the orb, and now Coalescence. We've still got a Phantasm orb available for us, so we can fade. Didn't quite get it close enough, but it is scary getting up close and personal with that Brig. Let's try it again. We do it, but now we're kind of trapped off in a little over near a health pack. Kiriko just does come in to try and save us, but gets killed in the process. It's my bad for being there. He tried to save my life. We do take out the Pharah. Brig now trying to retreat, low health, drop off an orb. Didn't quite need it in the end. Monkey now falling back. Team's getting really close with the payload. So now we're trying to put out some damage. We're in a forward position here. We've got to watch out for Cassidy hinders. Little heal over time onto the monkey now. Again, Anna with giant sleep, so we don't want to necessarily push her here. It is a bit risky. We get hindered. We fade that. Haven't heard the sleep dart yet, so it is always risky, but we are making progression on the payload. In goes Reaper and Winston. Rally is procced. We drop up another orb. Same thing. They're in the room here. Coalescence is coming up any second. This will be it to clean them up. We've still got players on the payload. Has anybody gone over to contest it? We attack the Anna. She doesn't have a sleep dart. High Noon's there, so we're going to rotate around the fence. Pharah gets taken down. It all doesn't matter. 999 damage. GG, MVP, 54k total. It was a fun one. Cross orbital. Very good against these kind of ranged supports, ranged DPS. As much as I love my Phantasm and my Chain Grasp, sometimes even I have to concede and go cross orbital, which by the way is probably her best power. I just, for the way that I like to play, I like to max stuff, right? So, but you should probably be picking cross orbital anyway. Right, GG's. See you in the next one.